gonna start that thing up. Cold start. All right, what is going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in to another video. I hope we are all doing well today. I wore red today because I'm gonna have to go and hurt some feelings today. So let me kind of give you all a little rundown. Now I have somebody calling me. It's perfect timing. As soon as I pick up the camera, I don't even know who this is.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Sorry about that. So let me kind of give you all a little rundown. So basically, long story short, the Mustang, as far as I know, has not been touched in 2 weeks. Reason being is because the body shop is down to only one body guy, which is understandable. However, my issue is that they keep doing other cars and kind of putting my Mustang to the side. Now, the main guy that I have been dealing with, I won't say his name, but the main guy that I have been dealing with is currently going to be leaving the company on March 1st, I believe is what he said. However, he's tried to reassure me that my car will be done by mid-March. I'm trying to explain to him how he thinks the car is going to be done by mid-March when the car still has to get the rear quarter panel welded on, put all of the rear trunk pieces back on the car, right? Then we have to work our way up to the front fender of the car, redo the fender. We still have to put the rocker panel on the car as well, and a little bit some things to the front of the car, the front bumper as well. So all of that has to be done on the car, and that's not even including prepping for paint and anything of that nature. And he's trying to reassure me that the car is going to be done by mid-March. Now, if you guys have been keeping up to date with the current build on this car, I've told y'all in prior videos, based off what I've been told, that the car was originally supposed to be done a little bit after New Year's. Now, then I was told, all right, it'll be done a little bit in January. Now we're almost at the end of February. Next week is the last week of February. And now I'm being told that the car will not be ready until mid-March. However, the issue that I'm running into is that the car has not been touched in 2 weeks. If I go, I'm about to make my way up there now, and if the car still has not been touched, we'll be moving on to 3 weeks the car has not been touched. And now I'm getting upset again. And I'm really trying to just keep my cool, but today, you know, it's I'm gonna have to go up there, and if I need to talk to the main boss, because I'm to the point, guys, where if the car's not gonna get, if it's gonna continue getting pushed and delayed, I'm ultimately just gonna pull the car from them, and I'm gonna take the car to another shop and just get the remaining bodywork done and completed with someone else. The bright side will have all the parts and necessary things that we need in order for them to, or majority of everything that they're gonna need in order to finish up the car, paint it, and the car will be good to go. But as of right now, I'm just really irritated, and what he fails to understand is that he's not providing the best customer service, because I will be honest with you guys, for the amount of shit basically that I've had to go through, this has not been the best customer experience in my opinion. You know, the car has been there since November. It is now at basically towards the end of February, and the car is still not completed. Now, granted, I'm not trying to be hard or anything. I know the car is not easy. It's a lot of work that needed to be done and included to go into the car. However, I feel as if they were working diligently on getting that car completed, the car should have been completed a long time ago. I really don't see a reason as for why the car should not have been completed a long time ago. I do know that whenever they did lose their second body guy, he did tell me, hey, you know, the car is going to get done, but it is going to be kind of delayed because we're down to one body guy. I said, that's fine. Every time that I came in there, I saw the car was making, it was being worked on. I noticed something that was added on. So I was like, okay, even though when I came in, he's not working on it directly right then and there. He's working on some other cars, but I can see he at least did something new. The last 2 times I've went in, the car's been sitting there, hasn't been touched. He hasn't done anything new. So I'm gonna make my way up there now. Hopefully, for their sake, I hope that they did something that he was able to hopefully weld on that rear quarter panel, because if not, I'm gonna have to call the boss and get him involved, and ultimately I'm probably just gonna have to pull the car at this point, because then I'm gonna have to be dealing with someone new, whoever is going to be in charge of the company, or whoever is going to be the main manager guy, whoever that would be. I'd have to be getting into contact with him. That's somebody completely new who I have to try and get in contact with. It's just a headache, you know. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna try and see what I can do, because on top of that, the battery's dead again. And it's like, you know, if you guys were actively, you know, you guys should have been starting the car up a little bit to try and preserve the battery, or, you know, if they have a charger, they need to charge the battery. Because the last time the battery died, I had to be the one to go out of my way and take the battery over to AutoZone and have them charge up the battery, then bring it back so that we could start the car. Because as of right now, if they wanted to move the car, they couldn't even do it, because the battery doesn't have enough power to even turn the car over. And at this point, that battery's probably just dead. I mean, it'll be fine on a recharge, because like I said, that's a fairly brand new battery. It's not even, well, by this time it's probably maybe 3 or 4 months old, but it's not even a year old, so it'll be completely fine once you throw it on the charger. It'll be fine and good to go. Alrighty guys, so I just went inside, spoke to my guy as well as the owner. Since my guy is going to be leaving, the owner is going to be more so at the shop, so he said I will be more so in contact with him. So they are still trying to push that the car will be done by mid-March. He said it should be done before then, sooner, but he's saying mid-March is kind of the latest. Like I said, whether I believe that or not, I don't really, because, you know, the car, they've been telling me for the longest time, the car originally supposed to be done a little bit after New Year's, this and that. It's just been a runaround, right? However, he did say that he should have the rear quarter panel welded on by tomorrow, Wednesday at the latest. So he will give me a call to let me know, because right now as the car sits, the battery is dead. So they have to charge the battery in order to turn the car on, to even, like I said, move the car, because the car is not going anywhere right now. And I already loaded the tune that I was sent from Lund on the car. However, I was unaware that I'm not...
By sheer coincidence.
So my GoPro died, so I'm on my iPhone right now. So, as I was saying, I already loaded the 93 tune from Lund that they sent me on the car. So, as soon as I'm able to start the car up, it shouldn't sound like shit. It should sound perfectly fine like it normally should. And I really can't wait to hear what it sounds like, especially without the ghost cam. Hopefully, with it firing up, it won't have any issues. It should basically just fire right up. However, the car still has E85 in the tank. So the tuner said, what I have to do, I have two options. I can either tune the car back to the original tune that had the ghost cam and the 85 and burn through that E85, then put 93 back in the car, then load the new tune back up. Or I have one of my friends that actually lent me a little pump tool device here. He said, this guy, what I basically do is I put it inside of the tank, I wiggle it, and it's supposed to create a suction, and it's gonna suck out the fuel in the tank. So that's what I plan on doing, because tuning that car took like almost 30 minutes to do, and I don't want to have to honestly sit through that again. I will if I have to, but I'm going to try and just do that, because with that tune on the car and the mods, I really shouldn't be driving the car on that tune at all. So I really don't want to have to revert to detuning the car back to that tune, to just trying to burn through all that 85. So I'm going to try this method out whenever I get the opportunity to. Like I said, they're going to call me. He said he's going to try and give me a call, hopefully, if he can get that welding on by Wednesday. He'll give me a call Wednesday or Thursday, because he said they don't want me starting up the car, one, because it's a fire hazard with the way that it's sitting, and then plus, since that tune was so aggressive, it literally just shakes the entire car with that ghost cam. So he doesn't want any of the aligning to be messed up, which I understand. So as of right now, they are basically telling me that the car should be done before mid-March. Like I said, when the time comes, we will hopefully, we'll find out whether that's going to be true or not. Because like I said, guys, they really don't have much left to do on the car. He has to to weld that rear quarter panel on the car, right? Put together the rest of the trunk, aside from putting the actual bumper on the car, because they're gonna need to paint the car. Put on the rear quarter panel. He needs to fix the interior door panel, because we have a speaker that he needs to input, and then the tabs as well. He needs to put all of those back on the car. So they still need to order those parts. We still need the front shock absorber for the car, as well as I think the rear like panel, not the rear, but the front panel from where the hood and the front bumper sit. There's like a panel that kind of hides everything, like the radiator and everything. We're missing that, I believe. And then there is something else in the front that he's gonna need to kind of mess with to fix, to weld. It's kind of like one of the front braces or something like that. I don't know how to describe it. I have to show you. So he needs to fix that part in there as well. Once he fixes all of that up, then they just get, basically at that point, just throw the car into paint, and then, you know, the paint should, I would assume, maybe take like a week or so is what I would probably assume. And that's just me like highballing it. It probably wouldn't even take that long. I don't know how long paint takes to cure and then to put the clear coat on. I'd probably say it'd probably take him a week at max, and then after that, the car will be good to go. You know, I get in the car will be loaded with the tune. Essentially, I could drive the car out of here. However, I'm not going to, because the car is not registered, and the last thing I want to do is drive the car out of the shop and get pulled over and get a nice fat ticket since the car is not registered. So hopefully, you know, like I said, we'll get some good news. Hopefully, I'll be looking forward to their phone call this week, so we can, you know, get that process going, and hopefully, you know, we can get the ball rolling here, back on track, because like I said, it's been 2 weeks since he's touched the car, you know. So hopefully, you know, since I was actually able to talk to the owner, you know, we had an actual good conversation. So he seems interested, and, you know, he wants to get the car out of there. He wants me to get it back in my hand. So time will tell, right? So aside from that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And aside from that, I will catch y'all in the next one. And remember to always keep shifting forward.
Yeah, feel me? I might sip out this bottle until it get hollow. Shit, I might sip out this bottle, just drowning my sorrows. Drowning my sorrows, be better tomorrow. Cause these broken dreams is as hard as it gets. My nigga died at only 25. I'm thanking God for letting me see in 26. Shit.